Hey guys, so I thought I'd film a quick get ready with me while we talk through how to shampoo your hair. Forgive the microphone situation again. My sound has been awful at home, so this is the best solution to kind of help that. So hopefully it's not too annoying to see this on me. If it is, don't watch, I guess. Anywho, so my hair is super dirty. I don't feel like shampooing today because I have to go to a baseball game this evening. Maybe, possibly, if it ever stops raining. But if I do go to the baseball game, I'm probably going to be wearing a hat. There's not really a reason to like have freshly shampooed hair anyway. So I'm just going to look for a cute little style I can wear with a hat. So I'm just going to kind of brush my hair, start at the bottom. I did dry shampoo about 2 days ago. And I probably could use another round, but since I'm probably going to wash my hair tomorrow, and again, like I said, I'm going to be wearing a hat tonight, I'm not going to really worry about it. The less stuff you have on your scalp, the better. So if you don't absolutely necessarily need to put dry shampoo in your hair, don't. I mean, 90% of the time I do want to, because I'm not going to be wearing a hat, and it just helps give me a little more volume at my root, and it helps everything just look clean. I would say this baseball game is going to get canceled, but weirder things have happened, guys. My son's track meet already got canceled for tonight, so that's good. One less thing we have to do tonight. He was supposed to have track and baseball, and now we only have baseball so far. Okay, so my hair is all combed out, and I'm going to part it down the middle, roughly. And I'm going to take one half, stick it in the clip. Okay, so while I work on this braid, let's talk about shampoo. So when most people think of shampoo, they think it's super basic, super simple, they know what they're doing. 90% of you, yes, you do. I mean, honestly, probably almost 100% know how to shampoo their hair. There's a very select few that have no clue, but majority of people know how to wash their hair. But how are you washing it to be the most effective and to get the most out of your shampoos? I don't wash my hair every day with shampoo, so the days I do, I needed to make sure that I'm going to get a thorough clean and get the most out of my shampoo. I use Kevin Murphy, surprise, surprise. I use the Young Again wash and the Smooth Again rinse. So you kind of want to think of shampoo and conditioner like this when you're choosing your shampoo and conditioner. You want to shampoo for the hair you have and rinse for the hair you want. So my hair is old, unfortunately. I am getting some grays in there. I have long hair, so the hair on my ends, even though I'm not really that old, the hair on my ends is old and it's dry and it's dead essentially. So the Young Again helps revive that, while the Smooth Again conditioner helps smooth everything out. Now, if I wanted super, super sleek hair, I might do the Smooth Again shampoo and conditioner because it's for coarse, frizzy hair. And you can go over this with your stylist to figure out the shampoo that's best for you. But that's just something to kind of keep in mind when you're looking for something. Shampoo for the hair you have, rinse for the hair you want. So you want to, like I said, with your dry shampoo, you want to make sure you brush your hair out really well, get all the knots and everything out, so that when you go to shampoo, you're not having to deal with a matted mess. Okay, so I have this in a ponytail. I'm going to take half of it. Okay, so now that I have it split into two, I'm going to take another little elastic and put it up kind of close to the first one. Take this part and split it in half. Bring it around. put it in its own elastic. So you're going to use a lot of elastics. So I'm just kind of repeating that process. So when you go to shampoo your hair, brush your hair out really well. Make sure it's free from any tangles, knots, anything like that. And then you want to also really make sure you're getting the brush down to your scalp. That's going to stimulate blood flow to your scalp. It's going to make sure you get any bigger debris off your scalp, any like flakes or things like that if you have dandruff. It's going to help distribute your natural oils. And then when you go in the shower, you want to get it really, really wet. So make sure you rinse really well, really work that water through your scalp to your ends. Make sure there's no dry patches. Sometimes I really take extra time to rinse it because your shampoo is not going to do a good job if your hair is not all the way saturated. So then once your hair is fully saturated, you're going to take about a nickel to a quarter size amount of shampoo in your hands. You want to work it through your hands really extra well. So you really want to emulsify that in your hands before you go into your hair to shampoo. Then you're going to want to work it through your scalp. Don't worry about your ends, because when you rinse your hair, all that shampoo on your scalp is going to come through your ends anyway and rinse them. So you just need to worry about your hair on your scalp. Okay, so now I took that braid and I flipped it in on itself. I'm going to take this bigger one off. And then I'm just going to kind of pull it apart. Okay, so that's kind of where that braid is at. So back to the shampoo. Once you emulsify it through your hands, I mean, even get it in between your fingers, get it all around, because then you're going to go into your hair and you're going to really work that into your scalp. You're going to take it up underneath, get it into your scalp if you need to. If you have a ton of hair like me, I sometimes will part my hair all the way down the middle into two, take the excess shampoo and run it down the part, or I even split it into this horizontally and run it along. Just to really get that shampoo on your scalp, because you really want it to work. Especially for somebody who doesn't wash their hair every day, you really need to get anything up off your scalp. You basically, if you only wash your hair twice a week, you need to be shampooing your hair probably twice in the shower. If you shampoo your hair every day, that's not necessary. But the first shampoo is essentially going to get any debris off, really cleanse and pull anything off your scalp. The second shampoo is going to do what the shampoo is meant to do. So whether that be a hydrating shampoo, a restoring shampoo, what have you, the second shampoo is really where it's going to be able to work, because you don't have all the dirt and grime and buildup on your hair. So once you get that worked through, rinse it out really well. If you're doing a second shampoo, you don't need to rinse it fully. Rinse it about 60%, 50%. If there's still little suds in there, that's okay. Go back in with a smaller amount, so more like a dime size for your second shampoo. Again, work it through. Should suds up a lot better the second time. Once it starts sudsing, a lot of these new shampoos don't have sulfates or things in them, so they're not going to suds like a traditional drugstore shampoo. But you'll be able to tell the difference when your hair is cleaner, because the shampoo will move through your hair a little easier. So hopefully that helps. I'm going to move on to this side, because now I realize I'm not doing anything and I'm just talking. I can't multitask apparently. So I'm kind of parting out my front like bang area, and I will probably grab my straightener to curl them later. Ooh, that one's a long piece. But for now, we'll just let them hang out. So once you got both of your shampoos done, then you're going to Rinse, rinse, rinse. Make sure your shampoo is 100% out of your hair. You're going to go back in with conditioner. Again, you don't need a crazy amount. I think especially with conditioner, we are all pretty guilty of overusing because we feel like, oh, the more slip it gives, it's going to, detangle better, things like that. And while that might be true, you end up getting buildup because it's really hard to rinse out. So you don't need all that because it's just going to cause more work for you. And you don't need that. Who has time for all that? So with conditioner, I take about a nickel to a quarter size again for my length of hair. My hair's pretty long. My hair's pretty thick. If you have less hair, do use less product. A tip somebody told me once, I think in beauty school, was for a product, like a liquid product or a lotion product or shampoo or conditioner, to tell how much you need, put your dry hair into a ponytail, like a low ponytail, with both hands and slip your one hand off, and however like big around is about how much you need. I always say err on the side of less is more. Try to pace yourself. I know it's hard, but do that. Again, really work it through your hands, through between your fingers, on top, all around, and then start at the bottom, pulling it through, and then rake it through. And as you have less and less on your hair or on your hands, you can work it through the very top. But still don't put it up on your scalp. You should barely have any up top. Where you really need that conditioner is through your mids to ends. Then again, go through, rinse it off really well, because conditioner you only need to do once, and you don't need any left in your hair because that's where you're going to get a lot of buildup and your hair is just not going to perform as well. And honestly, I've been using so much less conditioner lately, just because I'm trying to be kind of cheap and make it last. But I really don't need that much. Like, I thought I needed gobs and gobs, and I've always used gobs and gobs, even with other professional products. But I think I wasn't using it effectively, and so therefore they weren't working for me. But now that I've kind of switched up my routine and how I do it, I'm getting better results, and I just don't need it. So once it's combed through, that's when I typically will wash my face, or I will, sorry, I'm trying to take this guy off. Whoop. Shave my legs, do whatever. I usually let it sit on for 3 minutes. I know that seems like a long time in the shower. If you listen to music in the shower, do like one song. Take some time, slow down, enjoy your shower. We're all so busy. I think it's hard to take that time, but in the end, it will help the product work properly. This is hard on this side, guys, because the microphone's here and I'm trying not to hit it, but I am. Okay. You know what? I'm going to switch this. Okay, switched. I think that'll be better. So now that my ponies are like this, I'm going to take this one and split it. Now, something to also think about is your hair and your scalp are basically an extension of the skin on your face and the hair on your face. So you want to treat it like you would your skincare almost. And I know skincare has become a really big fad, so a lot of us are paying more attention to it, just to kind of help our skin age better, things like that. And just taking care of ourselves more in general, I think, leads to better skincare, better hair care. So when you are doing your skincare, a lot of us cleanse, moisturize. That's essentially what you're doing with your hair when you shampoo and condition. You're cleansing and moisturizing. Now, some of us go farther and do more steps, serums, treatments, things like that. You can certainly do that with your hair as well, with you and your stylist, or she can give you at-home products or things like that. But Another really good at-home thing to have in your toolbox would be a at-home mask for your hair. It's not something you need to do all the time. It's not something you even need to do, every shampoo. I would say if you're a once a weeker shampooer, you can even just do it like I probably do mine about once a month for like a deep conditioning mask. Now, if you shampoo your hair 2 to 3 times a week, I would say maybe every 3 shampoos do a mask. So you would do shampoo, mask, follow up with a light conditioner because you're going to have all that moisture from the mask that most likely you don't need a heavy conditioner. Some people, my really fine-haired clients, I would tell them to just use the mask in place of their conditioner once or twice a month. But it really helps renew the moisture loss in your hair. It helps with the strength of your hair. It just overall is just really good to do for your hair, especially if you color treat it, especially if you use a lot of heat products, things like that. I think these braids are going to be like 2 different lengths, but that's okay. Okay, so now I'm here. I'm going to take this top one out, slip it all the way down. Braid kind of looks like that. We want it to look more like that. So I'm going to split the braid at the top. I didn't really talk through this. I wanted to make a little hole. Flip it in. Whoop. So that helps make it a little tighter. And then I'm just going through and kind of pulling it apart. I used just a clear elastic bands because my hair is dark. I could use the black ones, but the clear are just great to have on hand because I tend to change up my hair color. So, and I honestly don't use that many usually. This was kind of a style that I used a lot, but okay. So I'm going to kind of leave my bangs as they are. I might grab the straightener and kind of bend them backwards. But for the most part, that's my hair. That's my quick, easy little pony braid. And a little talk through on shampoo. So hopefully you learned something cool today. Hopefully that helps give you some tips and tricks to help your shampoo go a little smoother next time. If you need any recommendations on what shampoos or masks or products would be best for you, talk to your hairstylist or you can shoot me a DM. Thanks. Bye.